Eala swings over to Dubai, takes on Turkish rival. Manila, Philippines. Alex Eala resumes her campaign in the WTA Tour, taking on Turkey's Zeynep Sönmez in round 1 of the stacked WTA $500 million Abu Dhabi Open today at the Zayed Sports City International Center. It will be the third duel between two good pals, with the 20-year-old Filipina holding a 2-0 head-to-head advantage after wins in the 2023 W60 Nantes in France and the 2025 Eastbourne Open in England. Eala, WTA number 49, plunges into action with her morale soaring high, coming from a WTA tourney in Manila where she reached the quarterfinals, hitting the end of the road in a 6-4 defeat to eventual champion Camila Osorio of Colombia, WTA number 84. Hopes are high Eala will go deep in the rich Middle East WTA event featuring a cast led by reigning champion and WTA number 10 Belinda Bencic of Switzerland. Also in the fray are world number 11 Ekaterina Alexandrova of Russia, number 2 seed, number 14 Clara Tauson of Denmark, number 3 seed, and number 15 Emma Navarro of the United States, number 4 seed. Meanwhile, the country's hosting of the WTA 125 Philippine Open drew commendation. It's a smashing success. We've talked to some of the coaches and players, and all of their reviews were very good. There are minimum standards, court, venue, hotel, that was supervised by the WTA, but I think we went beyond that, including the exceptional hospitality of the Filipino people. Lahat Masaya and want to be part of something great. Beamed Philippine Tennis Association, FILTA. Secretary General in Navotas City Mayor John Raychanko, a former tennis player himself. Well, to tell you the truth, it's an excellent turnout. If you're asking me if the Philippines would be ready to do a tournament of a higher caliber, then they're ready, said WTA supervisor Cristina Romero Contla from Mexico. The Philippines never had a tennis tournament of international standards as the WTA until this year, with the Philippine Sports Commission led by Chairman Patrick Pato Gregorio and the FILTA teaming up to make it happen. The sun over Dubai didn't rise so much as it arrived, bold, unapologetic, gilding the city in a sheen of heat and ambition. Glass towers caught the early light like polished trophies, and somewhere between the desert wind and the hum of luxury engines, Alex Eala stepped onto unfamiliar ground with familiar purpose. Airports had long become a second home to her. Rackets, routines, recovery. Her life packed neatly into cases that rolled across continents. But Dubai felt different. Bigger. Louder. A city that didn't whisper its dreams, but announced them. Eala adjusted the straps of her bag as she walked through the terminal, her mind already drifting toward the court. The bounce of the ball. The snap of the strings. The moment just before the save, when the world narrowed to a rectangle of blue hard court and a yellow blur waiting to be struck. This tournament wasn't just another stop. It was a test. Across the draw waited her Turkish rival, a player known for grit and fire, raised on clay courts and long rallies, someone who never gave away a point without a fight. Their paths had circled each other before, near misses and parallel rises, but Dubai would be the place where those lines finally crossed. A city of extremes. Dubai moved fast. Even the silence felt expensive. From her hotel window, Eala could see the city stretching outward, desert giving way to concrete, tradition colliding with ambition. It reminded her of tennis itself, elegance and brutality coexisting in every match. A perfect backhand could still be met with a merciless return. Beauty meant nothing without resilience. Training sessions came early. The courts shimmered under the sun, heat radiating upward as if the ground itself were alive. Each drill was sharper, more deliberate. Her coach watched closely, eyes tracking footwork, timing, intent. Control the tempo, he reminded her. Don't let her drag you into her rhythm. Eala nodded. She knew the danger. The Turkish player thrived in chaos, long exchanges, sudden angles, the slow erosion of an opponent's patience. But Eala had her own weapons, clean timing, fearless shot selection, and an ability to see openings where others saw walls. At night, she replayed points in her head, imagining patterns, rehearsing calm. The roar of Dubai's traffic faded into background noise as she focused on the one thing that mattered, being ready. Match day. The stadium buzzed with expectation, a low murmur that grew louder as the seats filled. Flags waved. Cameras flashed. This was neutral ground, but nothing about it felt neutral once the match began. Eala walked onto the court with measured steps, her face composed, her heart beat anything but. Across the net, her rival stood tall, eyes sharp, jaw set. There was no smile, no wave, only recognition. They both knew what this match meant. The first serve cracked through the air. From the opening game, the contrast was clear. Eala struck early, flattening out her forehand, stepping inside the baseline. The Turkish player absorbed the pace and sent it back heavier, deeper, daring her to overreach. Rally stretched. Sweat darkened shirts. The Dubai sun showed no mercy. A break point came and went. Then another. When Eala finally broke serve, it wasn't with power, but with touch. A sudden drop shot that barely cleared the net, dying in the heat before her opponent could reach it. The crowd reacted instantly, a ripple of surprise and appreciation. Momentum shifted, then shifted again. The Turkish rival answered with a fierce retain game, ripping winners down the line, her intensity rising with every point. She pumped her fist after a lung-burning rally, eyes blazing. This was her comfort zone, the grind. But Eala didn't retreat. She breathed, reset, trusted her training. On set point, she went big. A wide serve followed by a fearless forehand into the open court. Game. Set. The turning point. Between sets, both players sat in silence, wrapped in towels, locked in their own thoughts. Around them, Dubai sparkled, indifferent to the battle unfolding at its center. The second set was a war. Games stretched past use. Lines were painted with precision. Every mistake was punished. The Turkish player dug deep, dragging Eala into exhausting rallies, forcing her to defend, to improvise. At 4-4, Eala faced breakpoint. She bounced the ball once, twice. Then she went for it. A save down the tee. An aggressive return came back. Eala stepped in and redirected it crosscourt, wrong-footing her opponent. The point ended with a gasp from the crowd. She held. From there, something clicked. Not dominance, clarity. Eala moved with freedom, no longer chasing control, but letting the match breathe. She mixed spins, changed heights, pulled her rival forward, then passed her with ease. On match point, the rally built slowly, tension coiling with every shot. Then Eala struck, a clean, decisive forehand winner that echoed off the stadium wall's silence. Then applause. After the swing, as they met at the net, both players nodded, respect clear in the brief exchange. No words were needed. They'd spoken through tennis. Later, as Eala walked off court, Dubai's lights beginning to glow against the darkening sky, she felt something deeper than victory. This was progress. Proof. Another step forward in a journey that stretched far beyond one match, one rival, one city.